Okay, let's not start muted, shall we? Okay. Um, so for some reason, PlayStation controller. Okay, let's
doesn't
not
register.
start muted, shall we? Okay. For some reason. Okay, a PlayStation controller does not quite register the D-pad. So I'm not sure why that is. But hey, here we go. You know what? Just gonna turn this down just a bit because my mic is a little low. So, yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. So, last time I played this, I found out that I accidentally had, not met the criteria to get the best ending. Okay, so shoot, jump. Here's the thing. I'm really not going to worry about that. I'm just going to take the bad ending. I rarely get it whenever I play through this game. So, excuse me. So yeah, that's going to be my thing. So, for those of you who are watching the replay of this, if you ever are, this is the Monday night after the assassination attempt on President Donald Trump. And tempers are hot right now. Tempers are very hot. So I thought that it would be worth it just to do something that's meant to be cool, like just to cool down the temperature a little bit because people are crazy. So we're just going to do a stream where we don't worry about that and we just play some video games because like you're going to be able to go back and watch a lot of live streams and videos talking about people's takes or how people feel about that situation. So this channel's one of the key elements of this channel, the thing that I really one of the things that I really like, and I think it's actually important in society, is escapism. Whoops. Okay. I think I've already gotten up there, but let's see. So, since I think escapism is important, okay, yep. I'm doing this to escape. So this is all I'm going to really say about that whole situation, which is I'm not going to share anything about it. We're just going to play some video games. And my throat's going to decide to get congested. Anyway, it's also kind of late too, but that's just I've got kids in the house, so I can't really do a whole lot about the hours that I play because I don't have a soundproof room, and I don't think you guys want to hear screaming kids in the background. You know, oh, you know what? I know what I need to do. Again, there's always this one weapon that shreds enemies. And there's always me who you can always rely on me for bad gameplay. Oh. Well. Let's see. So, yeah. How's life going? What's going on with you that... Oops. Stay away. Oh. Eh. Haha. By the way, I like bosses like this that change as you fight them. I've only got 2 sub-tanks. Let's see. Because I'm probably going to need 4 of them. Let's see if I can remember where the sub-tanks are in this game. I'll try the junk one, the junk moth or whatever. I think there's a sub-tank in that area. And we'll go from there. Anyway. Oh. This is a great start to the stream, by the way. Just total failure. So that second shot is actually more powerful than his first charge shot, which is cool. And then the other thing too is it can hurt damaged enemies, which is fun. Okay. What is your weakness again? Oh, what is it again? Okay, there is... Is it this? I mean, that seems like it's damaging him, but I can't say if it's his weakness or not. Let me try a couple of other things. I don't think it's this, but I can... This is what happens when you give yourself too long of a break. Okay, it's something that can hit him even when he's upside down. Is it the bubbles? I don't think it's the bubbles. No. It's not this, is it? That's it. Yep. You cannot defeat my anime-ness. My weeboo-ness. This is one of those weaknesses that's really not the most... It's not the easiest to hit him with. Because it's got like this little arc and then... Yeah. Oh well. I was thinking I might have some time at the end of the stream, but you know, the thing is, like, I'm not super familiar with this game. So I don't know how long the Sigma levels are going to take me. We'll see. So, with, What are games that you're playing? Like, either video games or board games? Because, like, if you know, you know that I play. Okay, here we go. There's a little Comanche here in the background. Oh, they took all Zero's parts away. They're going to rebuild Zero at their base. I've tracked them to location 00, the North Pole. I can't let them temper with him, Dr. Kane. I've got to save him. Yes, after I find all the sub-tanks. Okay, so... I'm trying to remember where the other 2 remaining ones are. Oh, you know what? I think I know where the other one's at. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Look, it's like the little bee helicopters from X1 at his feet right there. Can I get my mouse on screen? Nope, I can't. Okay, but just look at right where he's standing. That's really cool. Oh, you know what? That's what I needed. Oh, it's not here. Okay. Well, we will go to Bubble Crab. Because I'm pretty sure. Plus, I love the music, but I'm pretty sure you use his power up to get the sub tank, and then I'll try to remember where the last one is. But, yeah. No. Here it is. I need probably all 4 sub tanks. I'm not super familiar with this game, so. Okay. Well. You're gonna see my scrubby play in full. I don't know, there's something about these bats, like in Mega Man X1, they don't bother me, but in this game, they're annoying. Oh. Well, let's just see if I can find the sub-tank and quit failing as bad. Not what I was trying to do there, but you know, that's fine. Lag. My question is, I know that they're trying to deliver an authentic experience, but why not fix the lag? So yeah, what board games or video games are you playing right now? Like that's what I'm interested in. What's the like new or old, and like what makes it interesting to you to play? Like why is it worth your time? Okay. Now, there's a way you can totally just skip all this. Unfortunately for me, I do not have the skill, so by having these bubble powers, well, there's, you know what I should have done is there's an area where I can refill sub tanks. I should have, oh, there it is. Okay, so there we go. So there's the, I'm trying to remember what the last one is. It's been, oops, okay, I should have saved that, but that's fine. Okay. So we got the one here. We would have gotten the one there if there was anything. I think I got the one that's there. Okay, I got everything in that area. Yeah, okay, I would have gotten that one. Okay, let's see. So, got this one. Because I just, wait a minute. No, there's armor in here. So, yeah. This has armor, and I've already gotten the armor. So, let's see. I got the one from Bubble Crab. I'm pretty sure I got the one that was an override ostrich, right? Like, well, let's go check. Because this one's really, really easy to get, so. Let's see, the gator has the armor piece in it. This is the only thing I'm thinking of, so we'll see. And then I'll start knocking out the Sigma levels. Ah! Well, let's go at least and just check. Because I can always exit out of it. Well, no, I can just use the, I can just die to get it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I've got nothing to lose. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this. Yeah. Okay, so if it's not... Yeah, then I got this one, yeah. So... I'm pretty sure I got this one. I'm trying to think, why would I have gotten it last time I played? You know what? I'm wondering if it's in the... Well, I checked the X area, though. Like, an X1. Or I'm speaking gibberish over here, because... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a heart piece. Yeah. Well, if the armor would do what I told it to do. It's weird, this D-pad's going bad, so it registers over as up sometimes. So the game did what it was told to do. This controller just didn't. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah. So let me go back to the let's go back to the whatchamacallit. Let's go back to the area and then see if I can remember where. I know... Well, we'll just see. I don't know why I'm killing these guys. See if I can play this more cool. Okay, so we've checked up there. For those who come expecting really good video game playing, I do apologize. But you don't get that here. You get sometimes pretty scrubby gameplay. So, I just picked up a used copy of Santorini. And, looks fun. Haven't played it yet. Looking forward to it. It's a board game. It's, Santorini is I believe it's a Greek city. It's got white buildings with blue roofs and domed roofs as well. And so, yeah, the game looks cool. Looking forward to playing it. But, yeah. Okay. What's going to drive me nuts is I'm eventually going to know... Is that where it's at? Okay. Well, let's try this out. Oh. That was my bad on timing. There it is. Okay. I should have checked that area. I was like, oh, maybe my memory's deceiving me, and... Well, that was my bad. Okay, got all the sub-tanks. Now I'm ready to go kill Sigma. But first, they gave us a really good area for clearing, getting your sub-tanks full. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take advantage of this. Then I gotta re-kill all the bosses again. I think it's just... I don't know. It's, I think in X1, the bats are not in annoying places where it's kind of harder to get the angle on them. it's also oh, this is a cool thing. See, your fire doesn't work underwater. Appreciate the effect there. Oh, by the way, this is one of the top Mega Man songs. Well, let's see what I can do. Also, just for those people who are worried about like geopolitical stuff and um, what's how to handle what's going on in the world, and there's nothing wrong with worrying about things, but just remember that what how you fix what's going on in your own situation is more important than what more important than anything that's happening in Washington. Like getting your own house in order is what matters. And so that is, I can't stress that enough. Get your own house in order. Make sure you are taking care of your flaws before you worry about what's going on. Like making sure that you're cleaning your own messes, because it looks like the music is barely playing here. So I'll see if I can turn that up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, just make sure that your own situations in life is like as well as you can make it. Like take the time that you would be worried about like the world and what's going on, and focus that energy on how you can make your life better. And don't just sit there going like, oh man, if only I was not broke, or if only I had this, or if I had that, or if I had this relationship, or if I had this amount of money, it would fix the oh great, it would fix the problem that my life is in. There we go. That could have been bad. But just try to think about like, okay, so you need, and by the way, I've seen the people do this, and then this is where I'm just cautioning, because if you are currently doing this, it's not too late to stop. So what I've seen people do is they will start coming up with excuse, like they spend more time thinking about why they can't be in a better situation than actually trying to find the solution to the problem that they're in, right? So the thing is, it takes time. You're going to sit there and go, okay, X, if in order to achieve X, like something has to be true. What has to be true for you to achieve that goal? And this isn't like, I'm not like, hey, Mr. Motivational over here. I'm just telling you, like, these are just basic principles for getting from A to B in life, right? I don't know what's below, but so like, I'm not trying to be somebody that's like hyper, like, here's how to fix your life in 90 days, because your life might be beyond 90 days of messed up, right? So, but okay, so ask yourself, where do you want to be? Like, what is a goal that you want to achieve? And like, what do you want your life to look like? And then you have to think about it backwards. Like, how do you get your life to look like that? So like, if you wanted to be like $1 million, right? Like, what's the best way to build wealth? And then so that's where it's like, okay, you want you want to have more friends. Okay, well, find somebody that will be honest with you, and ask them what is it like that you're doing that makes people not want to be like, and then the thing is, like, when it comes to the whole friend thing, like, a dollar is better than 4 quarters. It's better to have one or two really loyal good friends than to have a bunch, or 100 pennies, like, so. But violin, what, how could he have overloaded my circuits? Arg. Well, with bullets, you can overload a lot of problems with bullets there. Disclaimer, that wasn't a political joke. um, so, like, then the question becomes, like, how, like, okay, so what has to be true in order for you to, like, what's in your road? Like, so it might be like getting a house. Okay, well, you're going to need, like, a down payment. What are you wasting money on right now? Like, and by the way, like, sweat the small things. Um, so, yeah. Um, I'm saying all this to say, like, hey, like, don't spend your entire life worrying about problems you have zero influence over, because, like, worry isn't going to make that problem any better. It's going to make your situation worse, right? Like, if you're losing sleep because of what happened in Pennsylvania this weekend, then, like, you shouldn't be. Like, I know that's stressful. I know that, like, like, things are heating up, but losing sleep over that situation isn't going to make it better. It's not going to make it go away, and it's not going to do any, like, it's not going to make the situation any better. So, wow, why don't you just go to sleep, right? Like, no, that, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, find ways that you can go to sleep. Find things that'll calm you. Find things that'll get your head out of what's going on out there. That's, again, why I'm running this channel, because it's escapism. Escapism is extremely important to society, and for people who don't think it is, like, what's your blood pressure? I remember this area. This area is a little bit frustrating. I'm just going to damage boost because it's not really worth it to try to stay up on one side or the other. Oh, you know what? I need the bats. One thing that's cool about these end stages in the game is, since the creators of the game know that you have all the weapons, they can build the system around it. So, but okay, a dream is, you want something, right? Like, you want a nice, like, big house, or you want a family. But that, a dreaming isn't going to get you anywhere. It's cool to dream. It's cool to sit down and think about what you could have, but until you put legs to that dream, you're not going to achieve them. So that's why I'm like, you've got to make sure that you're focusing on what you can fix. Control the controllables is, I think, what oh, I should have seen that one coming. But, like, so what can you change? Like, if you're in a really bad situation, what has to be true for you to get out of that situation? Like, your income needs to be X, or and then how do you get there? Unfortunately, if you're, under 18, there's not a whole lot you can do about getting out of a really bad situation. Because sometimes, like, the foster care system doesn't create a better situation. You want to just, oops. You know what, let's just blow it up. But, well, that didn't work. I'm not really good at this fight here, because, yeah, they alternate between X and cross patterns. And see, he will stay out of your reach, so. Does this, like... Because this is a very good vertical... Oh, you know what? I bet I know what works on him. Yep, I know what I gotta do. Okay. Well, not do that. It's okay, because these things are pretty easy to fill up. Okay, I guess maybe this isn't working the way I thought it would. There we go. Okay, see, I don't understand why that one didn't hit. And then that put me kind of in a bit of an undodgeable thing. Oh, I almost just wasted all that. He's kind of owning me right now, in case you couldn't tell. My lights are flickering, so I might lose internet, guys. Speaking of things I can't control, it's pretty windy, so yeah, we'll see. But yeah, and the thing too is like life is a marathon; it's not a sprint, and so you're gonna be like, "Wow, that's getting bad." So your life is a marathon, not a sprint. So you're gonna be like, hey, sometimes it's gonna feel like progress just isn't coming, and oof, like I said, I am just shocked my computer hasn't crashed yet because like the lights keep flickering in here, and it's distracting me too. Like I'm not great at this game, but I'm playing worse than normal because I can't tell you how weird it is that my lights keep flickering. Okay. Okay, I think I take one more hit from him. Okay, this is it, guys. Oh. Got him. Ah, Surges, this is impossible. The prophecy must be fulfilled. I like how like there's no prophecy ever mentioned in the game, and then they don't talk about any prophecy ever again. Coffee. I can't control how good my coffee is. But yeah, I can't. That's one reason why I say take the initiative and roll out. The rollout obviously comes from Transformers, like Transformer rollout. But the take the initiative part's just like, if you don't fix your life, nobody else will. And sitting around waiting for other people to fix your life. And here's the truth about it too, because like we all know, there's that one guy out there that has all these excuses on why his life sucks and he had a bad rap, and you look at his childhood and realize that like the dude had a much better childhood than a lot of people, but they'll still be like, oh, my parents are to blame for me being the way I am, or and you're like, okay, like, but you're 40 or you're in your 30s and you're still blaming mom and dad for what they did or how they raised you. Yeah, okay, at a certain point you gotta stop. So like, if you're the kind of guy who's just gonna sit there and complain, like, I'm not going to even attempt to like cheer you on or anything, because like the whole woe's me stuff, it's draining on me, and I really don't just have time to worry about that, so I don't worry. I don't worry. I literally just, like, that's not worth my time. Okay. I'm glad they gave this area in the game. Good place to max out your health points. But yeah, so yeah, I've dealt with people who will who will sit there and complain and complain and complain about their life. And it sounds like it's raining outside, but they have all these reasons on why owned. They have all these reasons why they can't fix their life. And it's like they're not even trying. And if you know somebody like that, like, do yourself a favor. Don't, like, cut them out. Like, that sounds harsh. Let's see if I can do this. I'm only going to spend one more time trying to get this, but... But, like, I'm not saying don't talk to them, but, like, maybe get to the point where you're like, okay, dude, I can't spend time talking to you, like, you know. And you know what? They'll manipulate you, and they'll be like, oh, you know. And if they're really horrible people, they'll threaten something. But you know what? That's not your responsibility. If you have somebody like that, if you're in that situation where somebody's like, oh, you know, I might, you know, like, you know, I don't care. YouTube can, I don't get paid from YouTube. So if someone's like, I'm, you know, if you, there are people who will use suicide to manipulate, right? Like it's horrible, but it's a reality we all live in. We all know somebody like that. And my thought, I don't even know why I did that. Just to show how good I am at the game. My thing is, like, if you do that, then if I ever think you're being serious, I'm going, oh, you know what? I'm waxing philosophical and failing at this game. I'm just not, I'm not impressed by that. This is, okay, so we need this. So, like, I'm going to probably call law enforcement. Okay. I'm gonna call the police on how bad I am at this game. That doesn't make any sense, yeah. Welcome to 90% of my humor. I'm in this situation again. Okay. You know what? I am not very good at this game. Oh, you know what? I think I'm playing that wrong. Yep. Well, guys, that was fun. So, okay. If I had 0, I could kill this bat, go up there, and get this ultimate armor. But since I don't have, I just about, but you know, we're doing bad ending, guys, so we're not going to worry about that. I'm just going to die there. Oh, boy. Hold on. Yeah, okay, it's raining outside. That's why I guess the wind must be blowing the power lines. Okay. Let's avoid the spikes. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, this is like, yeah, okay. Well, I got these, so I might as well use it. I should use the power weapons more often, but, you know. So you'd fall down from there, and you'd have the, sure you can. Oh. I forgot. They really designed this level with this in mind. So yeah, I guess ultimately my weird ramblings are just to say, like, only you can fix your own problems, and oh, okay, I see. So let's see. I don't think that was it. Okay. See if these things. I think I defeated this guy with the sure you can. So okay. Oof, they just dropped that one on me in a hurry. I think he's one of the more interesting X-Hunter fights, like his base form. This is kind of cool too. Although it's kind of easy, and I think I'm going to be able to defeat him without a sub-tank. Yeah. Okay. No, that's cannot to be. Master, avenge me. Who's his master? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So, you want to know what statement I do find kind of funny? The statement like, "Oh, violence is never the answer," and I'm a mostly peaceful person. I'm a non-aggressor. That's my philosophy. I'm a non-aggressor, but violence isn't an answer. Like, it's a question, and so it's always. Oh yeah. You're like, are you gonna go fight Sigma now? No, you gotta do this. Okay, let's see. I'll do this one first. So sometimes, let's see. Yeah, violence is the question. Okay, I think you're weak against bubbles, like bubbles. Yep. I think that the best Mega Man bosses, like, there's a logic to what they're weak against. So like water, like kind of a Pokemon thing, like water beats fire, fire beats plant, plant beats water. That's like that kind of logic should be followed with this game, with these kind of games when following the boss orders. But yeah, but yeah, so violence is the question, and there are times where the answer to the question of violence is yes, and there's most of the time it's no. So that's my kind of my little rant on the whole thing. You guys could have given me like bigger. Couldn't have been bigger. Couldn't it have been bigger? Okay, we just beat you. I had a feeling of shooting fire, but I didn't listen to that. I'm like, here's a rock to the head. So, in the question of self-defense, yes, violence is often the best course of self-defense. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's just no logical way to like defend yourself, right? Like, so you gotta get out of town. But the best way of self-defense, actually, the best method is just to avoid bad situations. It's not always possible, but it's like don't go. You know the parts in your city that have the high murder rates and stuff. Avoid those areas whenever possible, and yeah, especially at nighttime, because like nighttime is when things happen. Situational awareness goes a long way. Like, and situational awareness, unfortunately, is really down because of cell phones. But make sure that you're like seeing a threat coming and being able to, it's like seeing a situation escalate and either being able to get out of there or being able to respond to it will be the difference between sometimes going home or not. Like, right? Like that's man. I think they actually made the bosses slightly harder. Because, like, yeah. Oh, no point in doing that. Let's take off his tail and then just go charge shots. I think that might actually serve me better. But yeah, so situational awareness. Don't underestimate how that is always have your head on a swivel. Like, know where your exits are. Don't like try to like see who's around you. Like if you're at a restaurant, try to have your eye on at least one of the doors, and if you're with somebody you know, make sure they're also like good at keeping an eye on doors and stuff. Because yeah, again, sometimes just seeing a problem that could potentially happen can like cut off problems. Hey, we're getting a thunderstorm. I like summer storms. So I don't know why I'm giving life advice tonight. This stream, I have no idea what's going on with that, but it's just this is kind of a stream of consciousness about like just talking about things in general. Just it's a crazy world out there, and like a little bit of awareness goes a long way. Yeah, see, this is going much better. His tail's really annoying. So there we go. I'm not sure if the mic's picking up the thunder or not, but that's fun. As long as I don't lose power. If the stream abruptly cuts off, that's because I lost power. I'm actually surprised I still have internet. I have decent internet, but sometimes it's just like, I don't want to work today. I probably should have charged up my phone. But also, like, kind of going back to the whole life situation. Okay, what is your weakness again? It's not fire. It's something annoying. Okay, so it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Is it this? I don't think that's correct. It might be this. Is it this? I should avoid that. That's your thing. So it's not fire, it's not that, it's not that. Is it magnetism? I think that's it. Yep. Okay. Huh. Yeah. So yeah, just try to be aware of what's going on around you. Try to look for human behavior too. Um, it's not like in the movies where people are just calmly, coolly, collectively like going off to carry out these heinous things. Usually, if somebody has decided they're gonna go crazy, uh, there's tails. Like there's their hearts pumping, so that like you can see veins popping and stuff. It's okay. This guy's kind of annoying if I remember right. So is this at your weaknesses? I don't think that's right. It might be this. This doesn't really seem like it's doing it. So is it this? Oh, well, you're out of your shell. You're... Well. Hmm. Um... Hmm. I don't remember this bubble shield being such a problem. I'll just go ahead and sub-tank. This is why like the X-Buster's like upgrade is pretty powerful in this game. Is like see, it'll damage even though you got iframes. So X would probably defeat a lot of be able to defeat a lot of Dark Souls characters because he can hurt you even with your iframes. Although not me played as X, I would still lose. Like I played through Bloodborne and it was very bad. So I don't know. The only other like Souls game that looks anywhere near interesting to me is Sekiro. The world, I mean, like Elden Ring just I don't know, something about it. It just looks it looks like an open world like I don't know. That just doesn't really do it for me and yeah. Okay, you're the guy that the cutter is good against. So what is Bubble Crad weak against? Oops. What I love that they give this guy an animation if you defeat him. Like you're gonna see it. doing pretty good up until those last second. There we go. Watch. He's gonna get. Look at that. Look at that. That's just the thing is, like, I wish I could be much better at Mega Man than I am. And again, like, this is talking about the wishing stuff, like, it's just me not putting the work in because, like, I could hypothetically get better at this if I wanted to just practice and stuff, but, I don't really want it that bad. Okay, so is that not your weakness? Is it this then? No? I thought it was this. So we know it's not that. We know it's not that. Is it this one then? Oh, there it is. Like, I mean, and I've almost beaten X1 with like no like just Buster only run, which is fun. I just got I got to Sigma and I got to Sigma 2, like the boss fight. Like I beat Sigma's, I got all the way to Sigma, and then I was doing the last boss fight, which I'm not a big fan of. Like I like the first couple like you fight the dog, and then you fight Sigma, and then you have like his head floats up, and then you fight that. And I'm not a big fan of that last fight. It's more tedious and fun. But I got to where he literally had one peg of health left, and he defeated me. And I was like, you know what? This was after like maybe an hour or two of trying. I was like, I think I'm done for the night. And I just haven't gone back to it. I've beaten the game without Buster only, and I've enjoyed it. But in the Buster only is a fun challenge because if you don't do the boss's weaknesses, they're different. Okay. So is this your weakness then? I think this actually might be your weakness. Okay, so switch to that whenever he does a twirly thing to keep him from damaging the walls. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, come on, dude. See, I don't like bosses like that either, that, like, you have to have some time to hit them. Like, the fact that he pops up and immediately goes back down. Oh, and that's what I was trying to avoid. So I guess I'm going to have to keep the S-chain. Or I could just do that. Actually, I think I want to do that. I think a good Mega Man boss fight, they're like, see, like something like that. Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna do that to kind of keep him from damaging those walls, because damaged walls are very annoying. So one of the issues I have with like Bloodborne, for example, and I can only test the Bloodborne because it's the only one I've played, is like, for everybody who says like, oh, the games are hard but fair, that kind of narrative, I don't agree. Like, the games are better than a lot of games, but like I distinctly remember playing one time and like I dodged a guy, and I knew I dodged him, and I saw him change his, like, mid-lunge, by the way. He was like, if you can imagine 12 o'clock is straight up where he's lunged, he was at like 3 o'clock where he was coming forward, and I was out of the way, and I saw him curve towards me and hit me. And I'm like, that's, if the thing is, if you want tighter dodge windows, the animation should reflect that, and it shouldn't be like, oh, hey, look, the boss turned and hit me, even though I was clearly out of his way. So yeah, but then people who are like so much better at games than I am claim that those are like the best things to happen to video games. So, um, I don't know. I love the way he like his animation when he. Oh come on. So like I am not good at video games, and I don't like I'm I'm competent at best. Okay, and I don't mind admitting that. My thing is like I want a game to be fair. It's why I like the Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 so much, and I don't put 3 in that um, because for me I haven't played it enough to really feel this way. But every time you die in those games, it's clearly my fault. I'm losing my ability to speak, guys. But yeah, every time I've died, it's clearly been my fault. So, oh, Sigma. It has been a while, Mega Man X. What? Sigma? It seems that the X Hunters have failed, but don't worry. I have arranged for some new toys for you to play with. So, anyway, yeah, so I don't mind dying. You should be at, like, the game should give you all the information you need to make informed choices. Like, that is what every, um, okay, like, every time anybody who's watching this is, like, realistically, you might be a DM, like, that's the time that you're going to be giving, but don't, like, give players enough information to make informed choices, right? Like they shouldn't be making blind guesses on what the right, or if you're going to have them do something blind, it shouldn't be serious. Like it should just be like, oh, then you got to pie it in the face. Like, and I really mean that the consequences should be no more than that. You shouldn't have like game making or breaking consequences based off of no information. The players should have all the information they need to make an informed choice. And like that goes for like I don't mind that the bosses are hard. But like um so again, I'm sorry. This is the Chris might hate From Software rant. Um but yeah, I don't mind that the bosses are hard. But I do mind that like when there's certain parts of the level where you really are expected to make choices and then you really can't see what's happening. Or like they'll have like a boss that might be out of sight or something, like not a boss, an enemy. So yeah, like anyway, sorry, rant there, but yes, as a game master, like give your players a way of this is cool. So this looks like the Centipedes level. I want to say Cyber Peacock, but that's Mega Man X4. It's hilarious that I keep thinking that, but anyway. This music is great, by the way. Like, underrated. Like, everybody says Mega Man X has great music, and it does. X2 has great music as well. But yeah, that's kind of my rant of the day when it comes to video games. Is players should be expected. Like, there's nothing wrong with creating a difficult video game, but just make sure the players all have make sure the players have or difficult choices. Just make sure the players are given choices that they, not choices. Make sure the players are given the information they need. Otherwise, it just gets frustrating because you're like, well, is this the right choice? I don't know. Like. Oh. Oh no. Oops. My friend here has a small problem with you. It seems that you let him die, and he's not too happy about that. Look at the way his mouth is open. Sigma's just like, ugh. Now I think it's time he repays the favor. Ooh. No fair, you don't have to charge up. This is actually quite a fun fight. Oof. Ow. Also, like, the other thing too is, like, even if you go through and read, like, all of the item descriptions, like, deciphering the lore in those games is a pain in the rear. Like, the first time I played through Bloodborne, hold on. 0. Do you remember me? Yeah, I guess so. Sorry to cause you so much trouble. X, you need to go after Sigma. I'll try and destroy the main computer. Take care of your Zero. I don't have time to put you back together again. I'll be okay. Get going, X. Here it is, X. Sigma lies just ahead. Hey, Zero, smoking's bad for your health, don't you know? So is my scrubby gameplay, but anyway. So yeah, like, the first time I played the game, I'll admit, I had really no idea what was happening. I mean, you are merely a bothersome insect, Mega Man X. It's about time that I crush you beneath my heel. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, I had his pattern down, but it's been a bit. Okay. That music's a little crazy. Oh, do I have to fight Zero again? Looks like it. Okay. So this is actually going to be challenging for me. Wow, all the way back here. I will question this choice. I don't even know why I'm playing like this, but, you know, because it's fun. Oh, I should be careful, but... yeah, so the first time I played through Bloodborne, I legitimately did not know what was going on. And then... you know, you get to the first part and you're like, okay, there's some sort of hunt going on. And then I think about the time that I fought the giant spider boss thing. I really kind of, like, lost the plot. So, the vague storytelling that they do is just not my cup of tea. I get it, there's channels who are dedicated. You have to, like, go through this dialogue. Yes, okay. Okay, well, this is a weird choice. Okay, so you have to wait for him. Oh. I do not have his timing down. That's not it. Man, I couldn't get off the wall that time. All right. Well, I think I can get through the Sigma fight. If I remember right, the timing takes a little bit to get used to, but so yeah, about the time like I was kind of following the plot, and then like you see this giant spider, and then like you see like you hear a crying baby, and then about that time I was like, okay, I have no idea what's going on here, and then pretty much I had a hard time following the plot. It's sad that this happened to me more than once this stream. How many lives do I have left? I think this game is merciful, yeah, to where you keep your sub-tanks in between like game overs and stuff. We're going to find that out, because I don't think I'm going to get to where I want to use the sub-tanks. But yeah, so that's just the other thing that kind of drove me nuts. I'm like, I feel like if you have a hard time with the story, like you beat the game and you're like not sure where the story, what the story was trying to say, like, is your writing like really that good? And you know, somebody might argue that that was just because I was too dense to figure it out. Wow, I almost died again, and that's kind of proving my point that you might be right. I might have been too dense to figure out the story, and maybe I just like need to get good at games and stuff. And okay, I might cede that to you. I just don't care enough to like. Man, see, I pretty much get distracted real easily, so that's okay though. Okay. This is a cool boss fight, but it's pretty repetitive. Oh. Then if it's repetitive, why am I not owning it? Good point. The music's awesome though. Okay, at least I have a few hits I can take against Sigma. Try to get his pattern down. Zero's just too cool for the game, you know? Okay. Okay, I had him almost defeated there, and if I'm not mistaken, his final form isn't hard, it's just tedious. I think Will Gator does a thing, and he spawns these enemies that you can kill for health. So he's just more of a it's more of a slog, which is why I'm saving my sub tanks. And because if I remember, like I've beaten this game before. I did the best ending, and in that best ending, you can just okay, sorry, let me get through this. In that best ending, it's possible to just beat it's possible to just like I you don't have to fight Zero in the better ending, right? So I was able to do that, but I remember I was able to get past these Sigma fights without using sub tanks. So I'm just trying to repeat that because again, I think you're going to need most of your sub tanks for that final fight. I have very fresh memories of the Sigma fight from X1, 2, and 4, and I think the Sigma fight in 1 is the best, but and the Sigma levels are definitely the best. But I'd argue that like the Sigma fights are probably the weaker parts of the game. I just love the way he destroys the floor. Okay. I need to like give. There we go. There we go. That was a little too late. Come on, it's... I should not be taking half these hits. I feel like he's not climbing the walls like I want him to. See, I don't know. I think I'm just getting tired and... Oof. I'm gonna die. Oh, he had 1 health left. Well... Anyway, yeah, so I know that right now everybody's playing Elden Ring, and I don't know, okay, I can't bring myself to caring about it, like, and plus, like, it takes 60 hours to beat the base game, and I know people are like, well, you can just plunge through it as fast as you can, and I'm like, like, I haven't beat Tears of the Kingdom yet. And I don't like I don't know if I'm like I need to beat Tears of the Kingdom, like but I just don't know. Okay, so see, like it took him forever to get a hit on me on that point. So if I cannot play like a scrub against Zero, I think I got this. As far as my favorite armor type, I think objectively the legs in X3 are the best. Again, I haven't played much of the game, but I do know that that lets you boost in all all directions, so even straight up, which is cool. I like the sensor idea, but it's only kind of useful for the first time you play through the game. For the helmet, so yeah, the kind of like ultimate attack is cool, but in X4 they give you a button that you can do it, like a designated button, and I would have liked to have seen that in other games, because this one you got to switch to it, and I don't even remember if it works on bosses. I don't think it works on bosses, so it's never really been worth it. The busters, I liked. I like the one in X4. Like as a kid, I hated it, but as an adult, like the one in the vanilla buster that lets you get 4 shots off. That that is insanely powerful, and the ultimate armor is fun. Okay, let's focus on the zero fight. Okay. Nope. See, this is where I'm just playing on autopilot. There we go. Oh, too soon. This is... Man, I don't know. It's like, it seems like my boost jump isn't working as well as it should be. My dash jump, I don't know. But in X4, it's fun that you get to play as Zero, like for the whole game. But yeah, like it's like it felt like that was a kind of an afterthought. Okay, I was just curious on what would happen. Because the how do I want to say this? Because like the bosses felt like they were like made for more for range. Man, I should just stop playing so horribly. Okay, so yeah, this D-pad's going bad because I pushed over. Okay, let's take a moment. I think the thing that kind of is throwing me out too is like the fact that I have to go for this level every time I die. So it kind of gets my brain out of boss mode, and by the time I'm starting to get back into it, I've lost. Yeah, see, and I'm also just not playing very well here either. So, anyway, that's, Oh, you know what? I have this idea for a series, and I think I'm gonna try and do it like maybe next year. I keep thinking about this, so this might be. So at a certain point, Animal Crossing on the GameCube, like the GameCube clock only goes up to like, I think it's 2030 something. So on Animal Crossing on the GameCube, there will be a hypothetical like last year. Okay, like. Okay. Zero. Like. Oh, dude, like. Ah. You know what? I haven't even checked to see if I still have sub tanks. Okay, I do. It's a standoff 0. Ah, boy. I need to actually not stink against Sigma. Maybe if I get to life 0, I'll use the sub tanks because it won't take me that long to fill them back up. So yeah, there's this like hypothetical time that like there's this time where you cannot play a true year in Animal Crossing, like an authentic year. It'll be just impossible because the GameCube clock doesn't go up to that date, right? Okay, see, that was a little annoying because I was trying to jump up the wall and this controller just must be wearing out. Either my hands are wearing out. That's a big possibility too. So yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool to do this like a year in Animal Crossing. Just live stream like the cool parts, like the festivals and the holidays and whatnot. But just if there's nothing really cool going on like that week, then it might just do like a recap of what I did on the game. I don't know, we'll see. But like, it just would be cool to do like this kind of like a year in Animal Crossing on the GameCube before the clock runs out. See, I think that's the third or fourth time I've done that this game. Man. Okay, I was hoping to see if I could go under him, but I can't. Oh. I think I'm also just in a hurry to get back to the boss, and I keep I keep pushing it. You know, that's the thing is, like, I should be like more willing just to, like, who cares if the security stuff goes off, because these things give you more than enough health. So, yeah. He blocked. You know, it seems like it's actually a better strategy is to keep him in the middle, but I wonder if the people who made like Mega Man X1, if they knew like that they had created a great game, or like was it just one of those things that just after like the reception was great? This is a run, guys. We'll see. Depends on how scrubby I am against Sigma. Oh, man. I do like the Wolverine claws, by the way. You know what? I think... No! I cannot believe I wasted a sub-tank. There we go. Okay. So this is kind of a war of attrition, and using an extra sub-tank might have killed me. By the way, I might have mentioned this in my last stream, but they literally had to put a fruity chip into the cartridge itself for this effect to happen. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong about... Let's just do this for fun, because this is the Giga Crusher, by the way. See? Doesn't really do anything to bosses. So see, every time that background does that thing, I need to stop getting hit by that. Yeah. Give me a couple more of those guys. Now my sub-tank's refilled. See, I'm actually physically adding them. Oh, that was stupid. See, it's really not that great of a boss fight, in my opinion. It's cool, like, the spectacle, but... He's purple now. Alright, well... Yeah, this might actually come down to me just accidentally using that sub-tank. That was completely my fault. Oh, come on, Chris. That was... You gotta keep moving, I think, if he spawns on you. It's trouble. Come on, give... Yep. Oh, come on. I cannot believe that. Yeah. This was my chance, guys, and I blew it. Oh, come on, no. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, okay. I did not know I could shoot. Sorry, guys. Well, I might as well do this for practice, right? Okay. See, and the thing about the stages is, like, you do have to kind of wait, because, like, so it kind of pulls you out of that. So, yeah, that last phase, it's... I'm sure that I probably just don't know the strats to that yet, but... See, here I am back at full health. And the thing is, I could have played that better. I'm just, like... I don't know. I don't know. I'm playing like a scrub. That's totally fine. Okay. So, I should take... If I'm playing well, I shouldn't take much more than a few more hits from zero. I keep thinking I have 2 shots and I don't. I hate it when he guards. Oh, come on. I need to pay better attention to myself too, because I keep thinking I have those 2 shots. See, these last couple hits have been on me. Just bad gameplay. Again, I keep thinking I have that extra charge and I don't. Okay. Well, now let's see if I can not take 1,000 shots from Sigma. Oh, I almost had him. Okay, so this should be game over. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go get the sub tanks. I think I think I'll beat him this time. I'm calling my shot, guys. Okay. I need to remember not to eat broccoli before these streams. For some reason, whenever I eat broccoli, I get like acid reflux. Which is weird, because, like, I don't know if anyone else who says, like, yeah, my weakness is broccoli. I don't know why I got that, but... You know what's interesting? Yeah, you know, that's really not worth going into. So, do you think that Bloodborne is kind of the From Software games? Because I actually despise the term Soulsborne. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, I know, it's like, well, it's based off of the games that are like Bloodborne and Dark Souls, so it's a Soulsborne. I'm like, wasn't there an RPG with a stamina system before that? Like, was it From Software really the first people to try that out? I know they're the first people who really made it mainstream, but so let's so is the dark, like the From Software games, are they kind of the are they kind of the novelty thing? Like, I mean, is it one of those things that everybody says is good, but they're really not as good as everybody says they are? I'm just curious. I'm like, because like, as much as I enjoy Bloodborne's world, and again, I enjoy it after I've watched lore videos and read up on stuff, like, right? So as much as I enjoy the art design, like, I can't complain about the art design, and the games are mostly well put together. Like, there are glitches, but there's nothing like, there's not like bad. I mean, so at the core, the games work, like, which is more than you can say for like Cyberpunk or why am I blanking on the other one? Starfield. Like, those are like those are games that not even mods can really fix, right? Like they're bad on their premise. Oh, that was bad of me. And then he blocked it. He's just shown. Let's not get wrecked by Zero, okay? Zero's not that hard of a fight. I'm just not good at him. So yeah, like, I guess would they like sit the overhyped in the overhyped category? I don't know. Like, and if you like him, by the way, like, I am by no means telling you not to, because I really don't care. Like, you like what you like. You know, that's kind of the. I just think that their greatness is over exaggerated, overstated, I guess. Like, there are some really cool things about them, and like, good on them for not following silly game trends. Like, I really respect how they will do their own thing. This is not really the run. I don't think this is the boss fight. This is one of those boss fights where it's not hard, but like, if you don't keep your focus on it, it gets frustrating. So I just need, next time I do this, I need to focus on it. Anyway, so yeah, that's I guess my question of the night. I don't know. I'm fully aware that, like, there are quicker ways to. Man, let me get on a wall there. You know what? See, this is why I need to focus. And then this D-pad, like, I've got to update. I've got to get a new controller before I attempt another Mega Man X game, because this D-pad, like, I pushed over, and like, that didn't make me die. Like, I was going to die anyway, but like, I'm tired of hitting a button and then like firing, and then he just doesn't turn around. Like, oh well, let's just go ahead and get this over with. Okay, let's try not to lose focus with Zero, because if I can go into Sigma with a decent health bar, I can beat him. I'll take the extra life, thanks. Yeah, that last time, if I hadn't have tapped, I hit the button twice, and I didn't know that would happen. So that was on me, guys. So, and I might play this game again, but for record, like, well, I played System Shock, like the original, like the enhanced version, but like, so that kind of makes it a little bit more accessible, and I thought that game was absolutely incredible, and then with one exception, it's really hard to tell exactly what you're supposed to do in the game, like once you get to a certain point. Okay, focus time. And see, I'm not focusing, guys, and now he's just gonna. Okay. I thought he was gonna fire like multiple beams. Like that. That's why I was like. And then he blocks me. Like, to me, the blocking is just insulting. It's like, what are you gonna do about it, scrub? I thought I... There. This is not it either, guys. I didn't actually think this would take me 2 hours to beat, but you know, skill issues. Now Sigma's gonna make fun of me. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Sigma's gonna make fun of me. See, I'm not a big fan of this song either. Oh boy, I can't believe I did that. I would have had him beaten by now. I do like these chairs and that the cities in the background. Like X has always had cool looking cities. Well, X1 through 3 have. I think there's something about the Super Nintendo that because they don't have a ton of detail, they kind of suggest things, which leaves a lot up to your imagination. I mean, they got good enough detail, but like F-Zero, for example, there's like Mute City looks really cool because again, you just see like a glimpse of it. So you really think like, oh, this is probably a cool place. Oh man, that's bad. I mean, rawr, I'm so mad right now. That's the thing, too, is I feel like my personality is a little just too even kill that, like, I think for me to, like, you know, get the whole, like, do the whole rage thing and get mad, which is entertaining, it's just, I'd be kind of faking it, and I'm not really good at faking things. So, yep. So here I am just playing Mega Man really badly and then just getting mildly irritated at myself. Why am I doing this? Like, I want to beat this game tonight. I don't want to re-go through those levels. I was indecision on my spot. Okay, Chris. I need to lock it in. A game series that like is incredibly hyped, but I'm not sure if I'd like it or not, would be like Metal Gear. Like, you talk to some people, and they say it's like the greatest video game experience of all time. Like, I'm gonna die to 0 here. Okay. I might get another game over here. I deserve it. Nope, I think this is it. So, like, is Metal Gear as good? Like, because I don't know. I think the problem is it's one of those games where it's been overhyped so much that, like, the question is, would I like actually, would it live up to that hype? Like, would it be just like a good game, and then you're expecting like the again, what some people say is the best video game experience of all time. And then like Metal Gear Solid 4, like they say it's like most of the game is cutscenes. And I'm like, I don't want to watch a movie. I want to play a video game. You know, that's one of the issues I have with like modern games is like in kind of Last of Us syndrome where you spend time walking and it's like, okay, like, and so instead of like cutscenes, they just walk and talk. And like, you get that in other games too, like Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2, but at least you're like traveling to an area. Like, it's not like when you get to an area. So I don't know. And it is one of my complaints about like Red Dead Redemption 2 is just south of a perfect game in my opinion. With one of the things is like the missions are so linear, it's frustrating because like the rest of the game isn't. So like you can do a whole lot of things. And when I came into Red Dead Redemption 2, I just played Tears of the Kingdom, which I absolutely adored. Not Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, which I thought was just fantastic. Because like when you're playing it, they just give you the objective, right? And then they're like, you decide how you get to the objective, right? Like, here's the rules of the game. Now go do like get to the end of the challenge temple things, whatever they're called. They're like, your goal is just to get to the end of it, right? And now how you do that just depends on your expertise. Like, so it's like, you know, you have to get the ball in the little hole. Well, you can go for the little maze, or you can flip the whole maze upside down. Like, so that's what I liked about that. Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use the sub-tank on Sigma, at least one, because, like, this is a game over, so I can always refill them if this fight doesn't go well. But I'm just tired of doing this fight. Like, if they started you right outside of the door, like, getting a game over is fine, but, like, okay, in Mega Man X1, in the Sigma fight, you start at the bottom of a pit that you can use the pit to refill your sub-tanks. Like, there's these enemies, you can use your pit to refill the sub-tanks. So you don't have to go for this. And plus, the dialogue, once you listen to the dialogue, it doesn't repeat. Where this one, it does. So, like, so you actually got time to learn the patterns and stuff. Oh. Okay, so that's what I did. I was trying to go to the holding the charge, and I hit that button twice. Those things are not that hard to dodge. I don't know why I don't know why I'm not. Okay, now let's see if I can beat Sigma. I want to get through the Mega Man games as well, because I'm not that good at the Mega Man games, but I think I could if I practiced. Now that I know what to expect. Okay. So I think I kind of... Oops. How did that not kill you? Okay. Man, this isn't going well. Those needle nose guys usually give me You should give me more health than that. They've been let down. Okay, I need to remember his beam damages me more than his body does. Man, these health drops have not been great. I might have lost it again, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. This is it for all the marbles. Wait. Oh, I beat it. Is he like a balloon? No, he's supposed to be like a virus. Now time for the worst ending in the game. Mega Man X, I have lost to you again. Each defeat only makes me stronger and serves to bring me closer to your ultimate doom. But something is not right. I don't quite understand. Why did Zero? He is last of the Doctor's creation. The Doctor? Arg. Did he actually write Arg? Wait, I thought that Dr. Kane dies in this ending. That's a banger of a song, by the way. I'll turn it up a little bit. I wonder if you're not supposed to get any of Zero's parts. Joined by his friend Zero, Mega Man X gazes over the sea. Sigma has once again been destroyed, but X wonders if the fighting will truly end. Well, will it? Was Dr. Light's dream of a world in which Reploids and humans live together in peace merely a dream? Well, hopefully it was. I mean, I don't want to live with robots. Can you imagine how bad it would be if robots could make their own decisions? The price of peace is often high, X thinks to himself. I mean, that is a true quote. Who or what must be sacrificed for this to become reality? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I wonder if maybe the bad ending is not getting any of Zero's parts. And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? My commentary and my reading. The future holds the answers, or it doesn't hold the answers. I just love that. This is at the point where Capcom's translations really started going downhill. Yeah. Well, that was Mega Man X2. This song kind of reminds me more of Mega Man music. Like with how happy it is, so. Okay, well, so yeah, that was Mega Man X2. Again, I think that's the mid-ending. If you get all of Zero's parts before you get to that level, then you don't have to fight Zero, so the game is easier. Plus, you can get the better armor. Which essentially is just the Shuriken. And like X's Arkin is really, really weird, so it takes a lot of skill to use. But unlike the Hadoken in Mega Man X1, you get it at the stage before the last, so you don't get to practice with it at all. So yeah, there's that. Disc Boy 08. That sounds like a YouTube name. Disc Boy 08. They're also kind of giving you the names of everybody without showing you who they are. I do like that they're kind of giving you the power ratings. But so yeah, at some point I might come back to this game and try to get the good ending or get the really bad ending, the one where Dr. Kane dies. Because it's not, the good ending isn't too much. I think it's pretty much identical to this one. So, I don't know. Well, Gator's power is over 9,000. Just wanted to point that out. Neo Sigma. 18.5, huh? And me as Mega Man X. I don't even know what RP stands for. Yeah, if you get all those Zero parts, then you see the black Zero, but you don't have to fight them. So, I guess they wanted to use the sprite then more than in one location. We made this sprite, we're going to use them. Anyway, so this has been Mega Man X2. Is this one of the games where you have to actually hit? This was kind of big back then. You had to hit the resets, but let's go. This is the Mega Man X collection. Well, Does this have the anime opening? We'll just see if this has the anime opening, and then we'll go from there. Because there was a Super Nintendo version and the Dreamcast version. And the Dreamcast had this anime opening. Nope, it's the Super Nintendo version. Interesting. Which is cool. See, like, these cities look cool. I don't think the ones in X4 look as cool. Dr. Doppler. See, what would be the point of that robot right there? Like, bring him to justice. Again, they had to use a special chip to get that 3D effect, which is cool. We'll just do this quick opening and then, yeah, it's kind of interesting because I think the collection on the PS2. Oh yeah, listen to this. I think that's a little low, but there we go. Again, I'm not gonna play this whole like game. I'm just gonna. This music is banging, so. Oh, I forgot to switch the controls, guys. Look at that spotlight. That's just cool. I'm trying to see how this intro level holds up to the first game, as far as teaching you the mechanics and stuff. Oops. He just shoots you. You are Mac. You're far too trusty, Nex. You should have bought a PC. Now I'm a member of Doppler's army. You will make a fine addition to our forces once you have been shown the true destiny of the Reploid race. See, like, Robots that think for themselves. Not a good idea, people. And then... He doesn't have the double jump. Okay. Yeah, I hate it when I forget to time. Yeah, okay. You got dash through doors. Look how cool Zero looks. Doesn't even take time to talk to this guy. He just starts shooting him. And I am playing horribly, guys. Are you okay, X? Thanks, Zero. I'm okay. I'll check around headquarters again. Be on your guard, X. That's just what I wanted to do. Playing as Zero is just cool. I'm like, oh, now you gotta play as X again. You hope you're playing as Zero and you'll never do it again until the end of the game unless you wanna, if you want the best armor. See, like, didn't know we got the Virtual Boy going. See, like, what would be the point of this? Like, the whole point of robots and Reploids is they're kind of supposed to, they're meant to have, like, purposes. Like, Gutsman was supposed to be, like, a construction worker and all that, you know, and it's like, Shell Penguin was meant to be, like, an Arctic kind of, like, maverick hunter, I think. Storm Eagle was meant to patrol the sky, like, Flame Mammoth, I think he was, like, meant to be over his little... There we go. So it's like, well, like, you guys made a giant robot with spikes for hands or fistball, like maces for hands, and then you were like, yeah, this will be good. This is a great design. Looks like we've swept most of the enemies, out of here. I'll go back and check on headquarters. Call me if you need me. See you later. And then, like, if you call him, you can't use him again, and then you can't get the best stuff in the game. So, like, okay, we're not going to save because I'm just going to see what the enemies are. Very similar setup to X2. Although... Oops. Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna do one quick thing and then I'll probably call it quits here. But I'm not even gonna fight the boss. I'm just gonna walk around. I do like how this soundtrack is very distinct. Like it definitely, like, you can tell that it's from this game. Like, they kind of have this kind of like garage band guitar sound, which I am down for, by the way. At this point, they really knew how to use the Super Nintendo, and I'm getting ready to die, guys. Okay. Before I embarrass myself anymore, because this stream has been great. Okay, X challenge, whatever that. Okay. Okay. Well, I think, you know what? I did this last time. I really kind of liked it. Let's go to this. This is a very good, like, very great, very cool song. So, Yeah, I think that I'm just gonna say that it's a crazy world. Fix the things that you can fix. Control what you can control. Don't take life for granted. I think that's one thing this past weekend probably showed us was that um, guys, it was like millimeters. If you don't understand this, like this is he was like Trump was millimeters away from dying, and like I've watched the video a couple times now, and like um turn your head to the side and put your finger on top of your ear, and then turn your head like facing forward because he was talking forward, and where your finger is after you turn your head back forward is where it would have struck him if he didn't turn his head. Um, in on my head at least, that's the back of the skull where the spine and the skull connect. He would have been dead before he hit the ground. And I'm not trying to bring this down. I'm just trying to say that, like, life is precious, and you really don't know. We don't know. Like, I'm sure. I'm sure when Trump woke up that morning, he didn't think he was gonna get shot at. He didn't think he was gonna have a bit of his ear blown off, right? Like, um, sometimes like there are people who die of old age, and it's kind of expected. There's a lot of people who die in unexpected ways, and those are hard. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, life is short, life is precious, and you shouldn't take it for granted. Don't take yours for granted. You're worth something. And yeah, I want you guys to control what you can control. Don't, like, yeah, that's a scary thing to think about, but it's also like we have no control over that, right? So we need to focus on fixing what we can fix, and don't worry so much about the bigger picture, right? Focus on your bubble, right? Your sphere of influence, um, which is you, by the way. The only person you really have maximum influence over is yourself. And don't be missing sleep over stuff you can't control. And again, make your life better. Like, every day, try to do something that improves your life, right? So you're always making progress towards that direction. Anyway, thank you for watching. And until next time, take the initiative and